Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and once again we are playing some of the Shrouded Isle. I almost said Monstrum. So, we have made it through 2 years of the game. That means 8 people from the 5 houses have been sacrificed. Katarina, Vadim, and Svante of House Kegni, Valen of House Yosefka, Hedy, Sagan, and Maria of House Cadwell. That was weird. Eden of House Efferson, and that means that House Blackborn has so far not lost a single member, which makes them as good a place as any to start our Inquisition. So, fervor is real bad right now, and nobody here is a specifically bad, or has a specifically bad vice against fervor. But nobody is also good with fervor, so I'm going to see. Laszlo has a vice against ignorance. 10 plus 10, negative 40. Alright, so far the only people that don't like me are the Kegnis a little bit, and the Cadwells a whole lot. Nobody here is bad against fervor, but nobody is known to be good with fervor. We've got a lot of ignorance, so I think I'm going to go with Demas, because he might have a bonus to fervor. House Kegni, lacking in fervor. You know what? I'm going with her. She is shy. That's only a minor vice. I could sacrifice her, but they're already at a negative 5. Which means that a sacrifice from this family would put them down to Cadwell levels of hate. And that's not even including the fact that I'd be ignoring their family during the advisory months 3 times in a row. So that means they would go from a negative 5 down to negative 20 for the 3 months, and then another negative 50 for a sacrifice, which I think might be enough to end the game. So instead, I'm going to go with Previn, because we get a lot of discipline, so his undisciplined rumors aren't going to hurt us too much, and he's also rumored to be obedient, which will help us out with the obedience. Plus, I can boost their opinion by using them a bit. Speaking of opinions, there is House Cadwell. I don't have any inquiries because they hate me, but everything is fairly high, and she is full of fervor, so I'm going to grab her. I need to use her alone for 1 month to help with the dissatisfaction. The Yosefkas, I'm tempted to bring her along again to use as a kill. It would drop our obedience a lot and give us some ignorance. Otherwise, she's violent. I'm gonna grab Miri. Do I want to grab Miri? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can kill him off after using him at least the once. I don't want to kill anybody here off, but I may need to once I figure out what's wrong with him, or what he's good with or bad. I'm going to use your Yosefka? Yes. Violent is going to help fix our fervor issues. Which means to House Efferson, just but lacking in fervor. Efferson likes us plus 10. He is lazy. I think I'm going to grab Ladislas as a potential sacrifice. Who was Blackborn, though? Lowered imagination. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with... I'm going into this planning on killing off Ladislas. I might be able to use him for a month, though, after using Yosefka with her violence to help fix the fervor issues. Alright, those are the 5, so let us begin the season. Alright. First off, I had decided I needed to use Tierney alone to fix Cadwell's issues. Tierney seized forbidden desserts and fine cloth, ensuring steadfast focus on prayer. Discipline... oh, sweet Jesus. Discipline plus 10. Tierney spends extra time at the monument construction sites. An unknown bonus to fervor. But Tierney is now rumored to be disobedient. She revises the code of laws with new, more confusing interpretations, so we lost a crap ton of obedience. But they now like us a bit more. Oh god, Tierney. Technological advances. Tierney has been waiting to see you. It seems with a few adjustments, House Efferson's whips could be modified with glass and metal to cause more pain in less time. Will you fund experimentation? Science is sometimes a worthy cause, will cause ignorance to go down, but an unknown result. The old ways are best, causes a completely unknown result. And let us call these new tools absolvers, will also cause ignorance to suffer. I'm gonna go with the old ways are best, because that sounds like the kind of thing a person would say and expect you to follow the letters of the law. I might be able to squeeze some obedience out of this. I don't know. Just because I say it doesn't mean they'll necessarily be happy with following it. I might lose fervor. Actually, that sounds like it would go up for discipline, because rather than... or ignorance, because that's following the original rules rather than trying new things. Absolvers, that might boost the penitence. Ignorance suffers both ways. Tierney Cadwell chuckles merrily and promises the sinners shall Tierney Cadwell chuckles merrily and promises the sinners shall suffer indeed soon. You make a note to speak with Vicar Efferson. Ignorance down by 7, but bonus to penitence. Alright. Obedience needs to go up. Yes. Alright. So, they can't have a vice against obedience. So, obedience is definitely going up. But to try and offset the negative to ignorance, I'm going to also go with Preben, who also gives a bonus to obedience. So, discipline's going down, definitely. Preben scoured the town and found one old world book to burn in ritual fire. Chernobog's will guides Preben. Preben follows your every suggestion, so obedience goes up. Preben was discovered to be a pervert. Ooh, tempting. But if I sacrifice Preben, if sacrificing what Chernobog wants is what resets the village needing to be a particular thing, it might fix our ignorance issue, but ignorance is fine right now. It might foist the issue on obedience, which would basically cost us the game, so I have to keep him in reserve. Rumors about Prebin's strange desires cannot be true, yet they are all the town can talk about, so discipline has gone down by 5. Demas interrogated the townspeople. It seems a few parents conspired to hide children from the ritual. Obedience goes up. Demas is rumored to be full of fervor. He spends extra time at the monument construction sites, so we gained more fervor and some obedience, but not a whole lot. Demas is found daydreaming during work, returning to reality with fanciful tales. So ignorance went down by 10, but that is okay. Onward to May. I have to get obedience up. That is my only option. Shit. That will definitely give the obedience up into a good enough spot, but it'll pull ignorance down below the line. I don't know if I'll get another safety season to get ignorance back up again. So, I'm going to go with both, which will keep ignorance low. I've had ignorance below the line. I don't want to try that again and have it lose the game. I have not had obedience below the line. So I'm going to go with this again. I don't need to go with Yosefka, the violent flirt, even though I grabbed her along. I believe I'm still going to go with Ladislaw, because I'm going to lose penitence, but I'm going to gain fervor, even though it's only a minor vice. And then I'm going to keep Prebin around for next time. Prebin scoured the town and found one old world book to burn in ritual fire. Chernobog's will guides him. He was discovered to be lawful, so a plus 10 to obedience, which is good. The lawful might work along with Blackborn's work to keep that above that line. Prebin brings in a few criminals for questioning. Rumors about Prebin's strange desires cannot be true, yet they are all the town can talk about, so his perversion is still working against the town's discipline. Demas extracted an anonymous confession from a heretic, removing their tongue as penance. Jesus. So we gained obedience out of that. Still, it's showing red at the moment. He spent extra time at the monument construction site, so fervor, despite not really knowing why he's so good with fervor. And once again, he has found daydreaming, so just like last month. And as usual, Cadwell's back to being dissatisfied again, but that's okay oh no. I might have to sacrifice from Blackborn. The season's end draws near. A sacrifice must be made to protect the village. The gathering convenes. Who will be sacrificed this season? I was going to go with Ladislaw, but that will put them from -5 down to -55, which means I definitely have to put them to work next season. If I went with Demas, that will make them go from a positive 25 down to a negative 25. But it'll put everyone to neutral, so it'll bring Cadwell back from negative 25. So we'll lose fervor, gain ignorance, and everything else stays green. Ladislaw just barely made it through alive at the last second. Villagers who trust Demas' reputation will feel conflicted and lose fervor, but that's okay because we gained a lot of fervor during this season. The sacrifice will encourage ignorance, which is okay because we actually tanked a bit of ignorance by using Demas twice in a row. So gaining it back will keep us in a safety zone. And House Blackborn will be outraged since his transgressions are forgivable, but that is okay because they are the ones that like us the most, and they have a lot of family members to go around where some of the other families don't. Through sacrifice thy will be done. We sacrifice the life of Demas in the name of Chernobog and the good of our people. Our condolences to House Blackborn. House Blackborn simmers with quiet resentment because it is a minor sin. So -50, everybody else likes us a bit more, which is good because Cadwell was at -25, so he was dissatisfied. But then again, I was going to make it through this month with somebody being dissatisfied no matter what, it seems. The villagers speak of Demas as a holy martyr, perishing for the greater good. So we get bonus to ignorance, but lose some. And now we have made it to summer. Alright, and as usual, one season, one video. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next season.